So this is actually a list that someone left in the comments on one of my videos, and I thought it looked kind of interesting, so I thought I'd try it out. So there are probably two quick things you'll notice about the deck that might make you think it's bad. First, it's Paladin, which some newer players might not know, but Paladin is actually a Hearthstone class. And the second is there's an Ancient of Blossoms in this deck, and like, this card's not good, so I was really interested that it was in the deck and thought I would try it out. Turns out it's actually pretty good to land buffs on this card, because going from 3-8 up to like a 4-9 or a 5-10 can be pretty significant. So for those two reasons, you might assume that this deck is not very good, and it probably isn't quite legend worthy, but I've played it a bit around rank 6 and then I played it again around rank 3, and my record with the deck is 21 wins, 20 losses, so slightly better than half my games I win. So it's not complete trash tier. It's also rocking this small N'Zoth package because you kind of want to play Tyrion in this deck anyway. You probably want to play the Mistress of Mixtures in this deck anyway, and then you play Sylvanas and N'Zoth. Because it's such a small package, it kind of sucks when one of your big dudes gets hexed, but you gotta deal with it, I guess. Against some slower decks like Reno Mage, Doppelgangster is your win condition. Against aggro decks, you just kind of hope for early buffs, and then hopefully you can play like a 2-4 or a 3-5 Acolyte on curve, and then maybe like a 4-6 Engine to follow it up. The deck is still pretty dependent on draws, as any deck with this mechanic is going to be, but I've had some fun playing it, so I thought I would record a few games.
Uther versus Thrall!
For Doomhammer,
I will fight with honor.
I keep Sinjin. He's just not that good. I need hand buff stuff to win this matchup. I'm just gonna go ahead and play Smuggler's Run here. It actually hits some pretty nice targets. It hits the Acolyte, which is always nice. Big Taunt. Hits the Fight Promoter. Oh, the Dream. Oh my god, he played a weapon and didn't attack with it. Get fucked. I'm feeling good about this game. It'd be pretty hard for him to one-shot my Acolyte. He might even have to just waste his 1-1 into my ooze. Shit, I forgot about that card. Okay, he one-shotted my Acolyte. I think I'm just gonna play Acolyte plus Mistress here.
Trust me.
I guess I will make this trade with ooze. He probably was going to trade both of his guys into my ooze anyway since I had Acolyte, but getting the 4-face damage there didn't matter because of Mistress. And it looks like I'm getting Lightning Storm, so the ooze 4-face damage would have meant literally nothing. He would have kept a 2-2 for free. So the plays here are Coin Ancient of Blossoms or Outfitter Squire Hero Power. If I play the Ancient of Blossoms and he has Hex, I'm kind of in a bad spot. But if he doesn't have Hex, I'm in a pretty good spot. He's got a pretty weak board though, so I might be able to get away with just playing some cheap stuff. And then when I do play the Ancient of Blossoms, it's even bigger. I don't really need the taunt next turn, so I could go for a Fight Promoter. I think I like the Outfitter. It also lands a relevant buff on Doppelgangster. So my curve is probably going to be Fight Promoter into Ancient into Tyrion. If he's playing Hex, hopefully he wastes them before Tyrion comes down. Alright, cool. Let's draw a couple cards here.
You need tickets.
Those are nice cards to draw.
that's incredible. Holy light!
Golems are a girl's best friend.
Aya's a bit scary. Wonder if I just drop a Peacekeeper on Aya. Just don't really want to fuck with Aya right now. I could go Peacekeeper Senjin. I could also go Peacekeeper coin Enforcer, which is pretty strong. Although he can just trade these two things into Enforcer. Maybe that's not that strong. But the buff from the Enforcer is just so good with this hand. Maybe it's good enough, even if he does trade both of these things into it. Maybe I don't even play Peacekeeper here. It does get pretty good against big golems. I think I like Peacekeeper Sunjin. Because these two guys combined don't even deal with Sunjin. Wow, he put a lot of stuff on the board. But no AoE. I drew my AoE, but it's straight up garbage here. All this stuff is too big. I guess it kills the Taunt Totem, which would let me trade into something else, but not really worth. I think it's time for Ancient of Blossoms. This is the dream, right? How do you handle the 6'11 taunt, bro? You can't do it. And if you got Hex, man, I got some bad news for you. And if you got 2 hexes, then you're a fucking hacker, so don't have 2 hexes. Wow, he had a hex. It's cool though, because I have Tyrion. And he doesn't have 2 hexes.
Put your faith in the light.
You are no fun.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Warriors, come out.
Oh, that's scary. That's a lot of stuff. How big is my Doppelgangster? 4'4". He's actually not that big. I think I'm going for True Silver Enforcer here. Question is, which one of these guys do I punch my Tyrion into? If I go in here, he has 2 health, Bran trades into it. If I go in here, he has 3 health. He has to trade something bigger than Bran into it, but Bran is pretty scary. Maybe I don't feel too bad if he trades Bran into it. It's only the difference between 1 face damage when I'm at 26. So, I think I'll keep the health on my Tyrion just in case it matters. Do I coin hero power here? Is there really any reason to do it? Probably not.
Move quickly.
So I can put a lot of stats on the board next turn, but if he just has a good like spell damage lightning storm, I get pretty wrecked. He's probably not even going to trade. Or he doesn't even have to trade, I should say. Looks like he is going to.
For justice.
Let's play out some Doppelgangsters. Maybe he doesn't have 1 damage. If for some reason he goes face and doesn't kill me, I have lethal.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Argus and Horse Riders are lethal. Get wrecked. I hope I did the math right, because I'm going to look really stupid if I didn't.
For justice.
Gatekeeped by the Ancient of Blossoms Paladin deck. Feels bad, man.
Uther versus Morgul.
Oh cool, another Shaman! This is so exciting.
Fight with honor.
I haven't seen a Shaman on ladder since last game, and the game before that, and the game before that.
Charge, rule.
feel like I can't afford to use the coin here.
For duty.
I'm gonna need to coin out something significant like Sylvanas. I really don't want to use my Peacekeeper here, because that deck probably plays Flame Wraithed. I guess I just sacrifice my Acolyte of Pain to gain 3 health and draw a card.
Tonight, a tale of terrible tragedy.
There is a lot at stake here.
He got Thunder Bluff, so I have to play Consecration here. I don't think there's any way around it. Seems like this deck might not have any Mean Streets of Gadgetzan cards in it. This man just lightning bolted my face when I was at 16. I'm fucking dead. Are you serious? I'm actually dead.
Follow the rule.
Side effect. No. Trust me.
Maybe he doesn't have, what, 2 damage? I'm not dead. Holy shit. Okay, I'm not dead, so let's fucking go. What do I play here? Enforcer? Or Sylvanas? I feel like this deck might be playing Ragnaros. Nothing on turn 7 really though. Could be a Thunder Bluff turn. Let's just go for Sylvanas. The Doppelgangsters aren't going to help me if he just develops too much this turn. Second Hex. I guess I can't complain too much, because if he didn't have 2 hexes, he probably would have had lethal damage. I'm gonna complain anyway, though. Fucking Hex. Give me that HP, yo. 11. 10 more than I need to beat your ass.
You gotta pay up.
Reporting for duty.
If he plays a couple minions, I can go Doppelgangster plus second-rate Bruiser next turn. There's the couple minions. Okay, now don't do anything. No, don't play that. That's not good. Probably have to trade off my Enforcer here. I guess I don't actually have to. He only has 7 damage right now. But this guy, no, just trade it off. Don't be greedy. Buffing the N'Zoth doesn't even matter. Like, it'd be nice to get another buff on the Doppelgangster, but 4/4 is pretty nice. 4/4 is probably good enough. Azure Drake was probably the best non-lethal draw in his deck there. Man, that trade has got to feel bad for him, because I know it feels pretty good for me. Alright, more Doppelgangsters.
Reporting for duty.
I don't even want to play any of these cards. I'm gonna beat his ass with Doppelgangsters. Should I not hero power here? to assert the pure dominance of the doppelgangsters. I can't risk losing this game. Silverhand Recruit might seal the deal. Sick taunt totem, bro. I bet you think that keeps you alive. Oh shit, he had AoE. Wow, he had double AoE. At least he low rolled on those guys. That would have been a complete disaster if he high rolled on both of those. Did I just play N'Zoth here? I get 2 Mistress. Oh no, he hexed Sylvanas. So all I get is the 2 Mistresses. But if N'Zoth lives, I get to draw off these fight promoters. I think that's pretty worth. I don't give a damn about a 2-1. Give me that 4 face damage. $10, $15. I don't have lethal. I'm 1 off. Shit. Do I have to trade into Chromagus? I mean, it's just 2 4-1s, right? It's not that big a deal. I'll trade into it. Or I'll get lethal.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
Man, I thought I was just beating up some scumbag, but he's trying to play Chromagus and Shaman. Can't talk shit about that.